What is it that you fear most? Don't be afraid to tell me. There are many things that we fear in this world. Many things that you fear. Whether you like to admit it or not, there's at least one thing everyone is afraid of. Maybe you're one of those people who are afraid of nothing. Or at least that is what you tell yourself, which you were. You were never afraid of anything until you realized that you had lost me, along with the one you had loved most. What you claim not to be afraid of is the one thing that you should be afraid of. The one thing that most people are unaware of. Do you ever find yourself wandering down an empty street at night, constantly looking over your shoulder, or even finding your footsteps to be a bit lighter and quicker than usual? Or maybe even as an adult, scanning your room in the utter darkness just to make sure that nothing is there. A bit silly at the least. It is only human nature to be afraid, fearing what you are unable to see. Only you see me every day. Every step you take, I am with you. Every conflict you face, I am there. When you were alone at the end of the night, weeping in your bed, that was the day I began to slightly fade away. After you had your heart broken by that precious girl and had been betrayed by your own blood, those soft, beautiful green eyes, the ones that made your heart ache, the woman you had claimed to be your soulmate, I became a second choice to you. After a while, you began to neglect me. Day and night, you continued to cry. You found yourself becoming more unaware of things. You forgot about the water that had been running in the tub you had started up nearly 30 minutes ago. You forgot about the TV as it continued to play all night, as well as you forgot about the warm bed in your bedroom and the sleep that should have consumed you hours ago. But the main thing you forgot about was me. The one thing you didn't forget about was her. Only this time there were no tears in your eyes. Trying as hard as you could, you were unable to feel the pain you had felt just the night before. It was like all your emotions had been sucked out of you like a vacuum cleaner. You thought about her, the way she used to make you laugh and feel so special, the way she leaned into you crying into your chest on the day she found out her father had died. You were always there to comfort her. She was your world, so why weren't you hers? When she asked you for a break, you were mildly concerned. But you figured that maybe she was just having one of those days. After a few weeks of unanswered calls and text messages, you began to worry. You tried calling a few more times, but still, no answer was to come. It wasn't until you had shown up at her house that you had finally gotten the answer you'd been looking for. Why she never called, never answered. Why your brother had stopped coming home at night. As you continued to stare at the static on the television screen, you realized the blood on your hands began dripping onto the carpet. The t-shirt she had bought for you for your birthday was drenched in it as well. You knew by then that it was too late to remember me. I was already gone by now. What were you going to do now? Call the police? No. That wasn't going to happen. You knew exactly what you had to do. Besides, why would you continue on with your life now? What was there left to do? The one thing that had ever mattered to you was now gone. If only you had acknowledged me, then you wouldn't have been in this mess in the first place. Had you not have forgotten the thing that you had feared most, the one thing that hurt you more than the loss of her, the thing that had cost you your own life. All these years you went telling yourself that you were afraid of nothing, but what were you now? I watched you as you got weaker each and every day. The way you looked at them both, trying to be accepting, but how are you supposed to do that? He was your brother, and he'd stolen the only thing that had ever mattered to you. Not only that, but how could she have done something like that to you after she had told you how much she loved you? As you looked to the side, you began to remember that you had left the tub flowing. In the tub, you laid their bodies inside, necks slashed and hearts ripped out of both chests. You threw them away separately, one in the bathroom trash can and the other in the kitchen. Where had you been when I needed your attention most? I could have fixed you, but now you are too late, and I cannot help you. I am far out of reach. You should have thought about me before you'd picked up the knife. And you should have thought about me when you had beaten her twice. You should have thought about me when you had poisoned her father's drink. I could have stopped you, but now you're here, a gun to your head. Now you disappear. Sincerely, your sanity.